what is Peeta Paranoia? Peeta, I have noticed over the last few months a growing outbreak of Peeta Paranoia in the fandom. And basically, Peeta Paranoia is this. So a large number of fans have become concerned because so far we haven't seen a ton of Peeta during Catching Fire promotion. So he wasn't featured in the teaser trailer that much. He wasn't on the cover of Entertainment Weekly. His Capitol poster wasn't on display at Cannes, etc. Josh was not at the Cannes Film Festival. And so these fans have become almost infuriated. I've seen some very angry comments online, and they're worried that Peeta's role is being reduced, that his character is being marginalized for the films, that he will barely get any screen time, that Gale's role will get beefed up, that Sam as Finnick will be kind of touted as a possible love interest for Katniss as well, and it's kind of gotten out of control. Like, I went around to all the different fan sites, and there are just so many comments filled with this Peeta Paranoia syndrome, and I've actually collected a few to read for you guys. These are totally anonymous, so here are a couple. Again, why isn't Josh included? I suspect a drop in sales for Catching Fire if word gets out that Josh is hardly any focus. The first movie reduced Peeta's character to a one-dimensional lovesick puppy. The Peeta in the books was way more than that. Marginalizing him in the movies and diminishing his personality isn't enriching the story in any way, it's making it worse. Lionsgate is acting as if he doesn't exist. Lionsgate seems to be making a new love triangle, and it only has two sides. This is so frustrating. Lionsgate had stated that if both guys couldn't appear places, only one would go. I don't even understand this. That is why Liam did the MTV Movie Awards by himself, and Jen did not go because Josh could not attend. It's like, I don't even know what that means, and when has Lionsgate ever made any kind of a statement about who would appear in public places? And let's do two more. What did Josh do to Lionsgate? Are there troubles we don't know about between them? Things are getting worse by the day. What are they doing? Are they really going to ignore the second most important character of the books? This is a nightmare. There are a lot more as well. Here's one last one. And this is, I should also add that this isn't just happening on the fan sites. I went to the official Hunger Games Facebook as well and found tons of similar comments. Like, they put up a photo album of pictures from Cannes, and there were over 1,000 comments on this set of photos, and like 95% of the comments were asking where Josh was. And people seemed confused about Sam Claflin. Someone said, Peeta has a replacement or something. It won't be the same without Josh. And
oh my God,
I want to say,
oh my God, guys, oh my God.
Well, and I just want to make it clear that I personally, I am not making fun of these people. I am not laughing at them. I believe that they are legitimately concerned, but I'm hoping that maybe we can put some of their worries to rest. Rebekah, what do you think about this Peeta Paranoia that's sweeping the fandom?
I just want to use some choice words and just say, guys, calm down, please, and stop spending so much time on Tumblr. It's just not healthy. No, Josh isn't doing promotions because he's busy. And I just saw it on my Twitter feed, I think it was Tiffany. Hey, Tiffany. He's busy. He's making a movie right now. It's his first starring role. And Hunger Games is not a starring role for him. So he's in South America, or is he in the Caribbean? Or is he?
I
South
think
America or the Caribbean?
Yeah, one of those places. Plus, he's been doing promotion for his new movie Epic, which just opened.
Yeah, but no, most of the promotions that he's doing for Epic, he filmed those things previously before he left the country. So, no, the reason why he's not doing promotions for Catching Fire right now and why he doesn't have much of a presence with that is because, A, the trailer focused on seemingly the first half of the film, and he wasn't really in that much of it. They were I don't even know how to say this properly, but they're making it about, they decided to take the trailer and make it about Katniss. And who is around Katniss more than anybody else? Gale. Okay? That's just,
yeah. Absolutely.
That's around.
I was going to say Buttercup, but I guess Gale works too.
No, she's not around Buttercup. No, she's not around Peeta. She's not friends with Peeta for a long period of time in the film, so why not show us her interaction with, I mean, he was barely in the first movie. And, Josh not being at Cannes Film Festival, he's making a movie right now. Why was Jen there? Jen was there because she's the star of the movie and she's an Oscar winner. So she can do whatever the hell she wants.
And Sam...
And Josh might be out there getting his own Oscar.
Sam was there because he's making a movie in Ireland right now. It's like a 3-hour flight. He was in and out. It was easier for him to get there than Josh. So stop freaking out.
I also remember a specific District 11 scene that Josh was clearly in the trailer.
Mhm.
Like he wasn't in the trailer.
From what we've seen that they've shown us, everything that was in the book that they've shown us is there. So they haven't taken anything away from him. They've used what was in the book. So, yay. Go eat some chocolate.
And regarding the can thing, I don't think people get this, and I have seen a lot of rational people replying to the Peeta, I don't know what to call them, the people who have Peeta Paranoia. Yeah. I have seen some rational people replying and kind of explaining, like, why he wasn't at Cannes, why his poster wasn't there, but they don't seem to accept that. But, like, if he was, Josh wasn't there, so why would they put his poster out front? They had Gale, Finnick, and Katniss's posters because they were there. They had Snow's poster because he's, like, the number one antagonist of the film. And he was the one throwing the party in Cannes, supposedly. So, of course, they're going to have his poster. Courtney, what do you want to say to these people who have Peeta Paranoia?
This is hilarious to me. I'm sorry. I was just talking to Tiffany about this today, and it was just like, everything Rebekah said is like everything that we mentioned. It was like, they said that it's a faithful adaptation. I'm sure they're not going to diminish his role because the fans would riot. Like, they know how much the fans are going crazy over Josh Hutcherson. They're not. And I'm pretty sure that's another reason why they're not probably showing, Finnick in the trailer either, because fans want to see them. So fans can, like, look forward to that. And they don't want to play all their cards at once. Not to mention Josh has a life and is insanely busy, and he doesn't really, his big parts are in the second half of the book, which they seem to be not showing. It's logic. That's all.
Here are a couple of really good comments from Twitter. So this is from PotterFan92. They need to promote Sam more because he's playing Finnick. And someone else mentioned that, Finnick is a new... Oh, here it is. This is from KC Vieira. Yes, they are going to have Finnick on a cover rather than Peeta. They want to introduce new characters. And, both of you are totally correct. And then Katie, who is Southern Cross 1 on Twitter, she said his poster was there, it just wasn't front and center. And that is true. I saw some photos, not at, like, the photo calls or whatever, but I did see some photos of the Capitol party, of the Catching Fire party, and they had Josh's poster on the wall. So, there you go. Yeah, I mean, they know, first of all, Lionsgate knows how much the fans love Josh. So, this is not some intentional slight. Josh didn't do anything. Josh isn't in trouble. He's going to be very visible, I'm sure, once we get closer to the film's opening. And like someone, I don't know if it was Rebekah or Courtney who just said this, but everything that we've heard, like from Francis Lawrence, from the actors, they've all said how faithful this adaptation is. And, you know, I think we can trust them. They're not going to lie about that. So I'm sure that Peeta will have a substantial role in the movie. I don't think they are reducing his character. I don't think that Gale is going to be Katniss's new prime love interest. All of this being said, though, do you guys think that their concern, a lot of people are concerned because of Josh's portrayal in the first movie, and I know Peeta's portrayal in the first movie. And I know we've talked about this before, how Peeta wasn't fleshed out enough in the first film. So in that sense, do you think that any of these concerns are legitimate based on that?
They're legitimate, but I'm cautiously optimistic.
Well, we have new writer, new director.
Yeah, I'm actually liking what I've seen so far in the trailer of what they've shown us of Peeta. It seems a bit more. He seems a bit more forthright, a bit more in character, at least how I pictured Peeta to be acting during Catching Fire. So no, I think we're going to be okay.